The Eastern Railway was the first railway to be constructed in the Perth metropolitan area. It travelled from Fremantle to Guildford via Perth and opened in 1881. It was first proposed in 1871 following the success of railways in Sydney and Melbourne. In 1874, two possible routes were suggested, one travelling north of the Swan River via Perth and one travelling south of the river with a branch line to Perth. 10. The Department of Works and Railways was formed in 1877. The northern route was chosen in July 1878, and the contract for the construction of the railway was awarded to John Robb at a cost of £74,591,195 later that year. Governor Harry Ord turned the first sod on 3 June 1879, coinciding with the 50th anniversary of British settlement of Western Australia. The railway was operable as far east as Perth Station by 9 October 1880, and on 1 March 1881, the railway was officially opened between Fremantle and Guildford by Governor William Robinson. The initial timetable was 5 trains per day from Fremantle, 2 terminating at Perth and 3 terminating at Guildford. There was a severe shortage of rolling stock, and so the trains operated simultaneously as passenger and goods trains. A contract was awarded to J. W. Wright for £53,043 for the extension of the line to Chidlow. This extension opened to traffic on 11 March 1884. Suburban trains terminated at Guildford still. The railway was initially just single-tracked, with the only passing loop being at Perth. Another passing loop was built at Claremont in 1885, and soon after, sidings were built at Guildford. In 1886, a branch line opened in Bayswater to the Swan River foreshore near Ascot Racecourse, known then as Perth Racecourse. The South Western Railway between Perth and Bunbury opened on 2 May 1893. It had a lower gradient than the first route, and upon opening, it became the main line, with the old route being relegated. The maximum grade of the new route was 140, whereas the maximum grade of the old route was 129. The new route featured the Swan View Tunnel, the first rail tunnel in Western Australia. Suburban trains on the Eastern Railway were extended to Midland Junction when the Midland Railway Workshops opened in 1904-5. By 1906, suburban trains ran as far as Bellevue on the Eastern Railway and as far as Maddington on the South Western Railway. 18 Wagga ADG-class railcars were added to the network in 1954, marking the first time that diesel trains were used for suburban services. As they had a higher acceleration, more closely spaced stations were able to be built, and so on 28 November 1954, 7 new stations opened: Ashfield Station on the Midland Line, Grant Street, Lock Street and Victoria Street stations on the Fremantle Line, and Beckenham, known then as Higham, Oates Street and Stokely stations on the Armadale Line. Headways at this time were 20 minutes on the Fremantle and Midland lines and 40 minutes on the Armadale Line. The introduction of diesel railcars reduced the time to get to Perth from Fremantle, Bellevue or Armadale, and resulted in an increase in patronage. In 1953-54, there were 7.8 million boardings, which increased to 13.8 million 5 years later. Like and subscribe for Part 2. The decline in Perth Railway.